Doctor, what are the newest trends that are coming now in this city?
Okay, I think one of the new trends, like we said, is this new home buyer that's showed up, right? We are seeing more and more of new buyers. So for them, you have to have a very different approach. These people are nervous buyers. They're anxiety buyers. They never bought before. They never took mortgages before, even if they could have, because these people did not want to take risk. They're now being put into situations where they have no choice. So they're coming in with some sort of anxiety. I think for us as brokers in the market, we need to be able to understand this. We need to be able to help them and make them come into this with peace of mind. Now, what is it that they have as a concern? They will never say it to you, but it is something like this. It's not these words, but this is something. I come to you and I say, hey, Anthony, I've never bought a home before. Now, this is not easy on me. I already know I'm paying a higher price because I'm looking at a home that's ready. So I'm already losing. Plus, I'm going for a mortgage, which is going to make the cost of my home even higher. I cannot afford a wrong decision. Once I lock in that mortgage and take it, I'm stuck. So help me with it. You are meeting 100, 200 home buyers every year. You know exactly what works. I don't. Help me with it. They'll never say this to you, but it's at the back of their mind. And if you as a broker can keep that at the back of your mind and show them that intent, you will get these guys to buy from you. We have to put ourselves in their shoes. They've never bought before. And if they make a bad buy, there's no way they can get rid of it right now.
Yeah, and they will have a bad experience and they will tell all of their friends that they had a bad experience. And we have lots of those, especially what happened in the Russian market last year, where lots of Russian brokers started telling people, buy this property, I will flip it to you in 2 months and you're going to be making 30%. And
Yeah, I think many of those buyers have ended up disappointed because you can see they're taking the money out of the market
yeah,
because the dangers and the pressures they felt in the early months of the war are not there anymore. So many of them are actually putting their homes in the market and they are getting out of the market. So yes, that's happening. Now is when they will find out, did they actually make money or not? Because many of them were told, yeah, after 30% you can actually do it. And then the developer saying, sorry, 50%. So there is a bit of that disillusionment which will come. So that's one thing we're seeing in the trend. The second trend that we are seeing is people now are willing to use digital currencies to also buy properties. Today, Dubai offers the facilities where at a very, very small percentage, you can get manager checks issued and you can convert the digital into cold hard cash. And most of the developers now are open to receiving it. So which means we are able to bring a lot of new buyers into the market who are looking to convert this digital asset into physical assets. That is happening now. We are also seeing right now that the sophistication of the type of communities coming up is getting much, much higher because we are attracting the best in the world. In just the last 6 months alone, even if you look in areas like JVC, JVT, Arjan, the number of buildings coming up with private pools, every apartment with water living. So it's telling you, you don't really need to be at a waterfront and pay through your nose for it. We'll give it to you in your own balconies. So you're finding so many launches in these areas are coming up with the pools in the apartments. It's just become a big thing. And many of them are actually creating certain villas. I just don't want to take names of developers, but they are creating a concept where we give you the outdoor lifestyle along with the inside lifestyle. They're calling them sky villas, aqua villas, and things like that. Very good, large outdoor spaces, multiple balconies, swimming pools in there. So you have the outdoor lifestyle that you could only experience in a villa. Living in a building and coming down to the community pool is not a villa experience, right? So what we do is, while we still have that, we give you the jacuzzis and the pools in your own balconies. So we give you the outdoor lifestyle, the villa lifestyle, and we give you the indoor, the apartment lifestyle. So they're calling them aqua villas, sky villas, and there's a lot of these coming up. Also, another reason why these developers have understood that the buying power has gone up since people are migrating. So what was expensive there is still okay for me here. And that's a new trend that I've seen that's been emerging right now. There's one more that's coming up, but still very early, but it's the buyback. Many developers are now considering offering you buybacks, where within 7 years or 8 years, we literally guarantee we buy back from you. So you come in with zero risk, enjoy certain benefits and appreciations, and we buy it back from you within 8 years. So they're giving confidence to these new buyers that, hey, here's what we can do for you. The 1% plans, which have been around with 2 or 3 developers largely, is now the song everybody's singing. Why do you think they did that? When you have the new buyers coming into the market, the people who are going to take either a mortgage, it doesn't matter here, but there are people who will still come as an off-plan concept, even if I'm renting, but I want to pay very little, but I don't want to go for a mortgage. You see, the challenge with a mortgage now is I have to have a certain credit score. I need to have no other liabilities or minimum liabilities, because the bank will only give you money based on that. So I can, and the documents, the whole process is so much. So I have to sit like this and
You
hope
have to
it
be
happens.
in a company that existed for over 2 years. You cannot just join the company and say, I have 40, 50,000 salary. It's
Yeah.
regardless, doesn't matter.
So the challenge is, I don't know if I'll get the mortgage. There are so many things that I have to meet as criteria. But 1% plan, please walk in, we'll give you the unit. So I know I'll pay a little more, that price will be different, but it's almost, I give you 7 years, I give you 8 years. It's like a mortgage that you will get where you are able to pay it off with not the same interest challenge with the bank, but at the same time, I don't need those documents.
It's like the developers became bankers. They were like, we will have
Exactly.
our own finance, we will have our own anything. And anyway, like once the developer collects 25, 30% as a down payment, they are good. The rest is just like a
Absolutely.
matter of time.
And the reason why did this come in? Because we saw the new buyers come from last year. These are people who will be attracted through these things. That's why you'll see this in the areas like the JVTs, the Arjans, the Furjans, and JVCs, and because those are the places where the new buyers are looking to go.
You are listening to Take Charge podcast, hosted by
Anthony Joseph.